Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Count Christo and this is the wonderful Black Ice campaign. Let's do this thing. The military police is in place. The Romanian oil is secured. We only have just enough, apparently, despite the fact that we're extracting so much of it. We are losing 50% of it because of the gentle treatment we're giving them down there. Oh, by the way, did I mention we have almost all of the land doctrine, which is kind of absurd. We went down the modern Blitzkrieg tree. I may wish to switch that later if manpower becomes a stupid big issue, but I wanted to have just ridiculously powerful tanks to decimate the Soviet Union with encirclements. One of the things people have said about the Soviet Union is they get big bonuses when they start losing, which means, to me, you want to crush them hard and early and, you know, kick down the door in the whole corrupt something will come crashing down, I think, was the quote from Hitler talking about the Soviet Union. It's in the loading screen. I think that's it. Anyhow, which is what I normally do anyway. So what we want to do is have big panzer army on the Soviet border and do some just mad encirclements, basically. We'll do some huge early encirclements, really give it to them at the early stages of the war. Any more things I want to do? Not really. We may at some point wish to requisition stuff, but I mean it costs war support, so not soon we don't. Speed 5, just while we wait on this diplomatic overtures to Yugoslavia. We're only asking for a bit of their land. Right, need some more mill police down here. Just one will do it. Okay, send the demand. What's the text on this one? The Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye saw many historic Austrian treaties passed down to successor states. Oh, hey, nice. Panzerkampfwagen upgrade. That's much more exciting. Let's deal with that. Awesome. So we can switch this up now. The Panzerkampfwagen for F1 Med Panzer. And we can put some upgrades on it, which we shall indeed do. I feel like we're going to be... The Soviet tanks apparently get crazy bonuses. So some sloped armor might be valuable. Slows us down a bit. I think we also want lots of engine upgrades. Oh god, we're gonna have to start choosing here. I think main gun is the obvious first upgrade. Let's put a couple into main gun. Tank radio. What does tank radio give? More defense, more breakthrough, more soft attack, more hard attack. Tank radio does just seem quite sensible, doesn't it? Let's give a bit thicker armor. It's very unreliable now, so a bit more reliability. More main gun, thicker armor, generally all round more reliable. That seems good for now. And then we'll decommission the old version and go straight onto these. No, not what I meant to do. We want to switch straight over. These ones. Just make sure it's the right one. Yes, good. Okay. Next tech. We could get armoured recovery vehicles, so we get some trickle back on our panzers. We could go ahead of time and get the Med Panzer 4s. F2/G. They cost tungsten, though. We're going heavy on... Sorry, we're going hard, rather, on medium panzers, in case that's not clear. That's basically all we're building. I don't know if that's a terrible idea or a fantastic idea. We shall find out together. Panzer Trickleback seems pretty good. More industry also seems very good. More fighter detection, more air mission efficiency. Also, I could start finally doing some air doctrine. I could also research, like, you know, more sub-tech. But honestly, I think victory at sea... Yeah, let's start doing that now. Victory at sea will come... Where are our aircraft? Is that an aircraft carrier? Deck size, yes it is. Victory at sea is going to come through the surprise invention of German aircraft carriers. Which I think I'm going to start working on after the fall of France. That's when, like, law-wise... invade Yugoslavia. We're only demanding Slovenia. I just want Slovenia at some point. So if they just give us Slovenia, even though this pop-ups up. I didn't want to invade Yugoslavia. I wanted to split up Yugoslavia, but sure, we'll take it all. I mean, I can't say no. I'm not going to back down. What do you take me for? Ah, I forgot to redeploy the planes just very quickly. Do so. Honestly, I feel confident enough that we can do a full frontal offensive, including immediate victory point rushing, straight across the river. And here, yes, we shall cut them in half. Like so. Right, in there and there. You guys can attack in here. Just generally smash them. Seems good. Launch. Of course, they join the Allies. Next focus. We can go against Denmark and Norway. Gives us advanced technology for landing craft, or we could try and befriend Denmark. We could befriend Norway, befriend Sweden. No, I'm not about that lifestyle. Let's do this so that when we control Paris we can do this, but we might want to do something else first. What's this? Infantry Regiment Grobdeutschland. It's about forming a new specific historical regiment. Couldn't care less, even if I tried very hard. Military Industry Plan Part 2. It is already March. Let's do this. I demand Alsace-Lorraine. As soon as we finished here, we're going to move all the troops over and begin the French offensive. Still under control here. This guy is en route. Good. Let's go speed 3. This is not a challenging war. In case that wasn't abundantly clear. These guys are running into some supply issues. I'm not sure say I'd call them issues really. So we're just gonna keep storming through regardless. Look at this tank push. It's ridiculous. Yugoslavia didn't train nearly enough men. We're going to put some more onto... Oh, we're going to reduce down on that. Oh, we need another 24. Anything else we're short on? Not really. Fighters, then. And just for now, let's put them on gentle occupation. Look at this madness. We need to defeat them if just to fix the borders. It's absurd. Alright, housing. Nice, that's more recruitable population. Division training time, I'm not sure it's worth it. I think I might just do this ahead of time. So we can have the extra recruitable pop down here again. If you could just keep closing these pockets. Great, and if the planes would like... We actually haven't... All of this land, we haven't really captured many central airports. Got one, though. Air base. Airports, not really suitable terminology. Not quite the right nomenclature. Right, take that city. God, our colours are too similar. All these lines make it difficult for me to tell like, which is my bit and which is theirs. Obviously, you know, this is messy. We're, hey, the Fug 5, nice. Also, it's time for, what does this give? Tankette, Motorcycle Recon Battalion, more recon. Just more reconnaissance for everything? I don't think that matters too much. Although it is like your reconnaissance versus their reconnaissance when deciding tactics, I think. So that probably is quite important. I think for now, though, let's get the Fug 5 tank radio. I believe we are now short production of the vehicle radios. Yes, indeedy. That's right, I said indeedy, you got a problem. Let's reduce this slightly. Immediately doing 2 a day, we're going to wildly overproduce on those. Let's put them up here with the other radio equipment. I slightly overproduced uniforms, by the way. We have 81,000 uniforms. We should produce a few more, though, because, you know, attrition is going to start hitting them eventually. I think we basically have almost enough infantry divisions already. I think maybe we could do with like another 24, maybe a few more, and then we're just going to start deploying some mechanized and tanks and planes and really going for quality rather than quantity, I think. Yugoslavia, roll over, would you? 85%, very close. Take a look here. Oh, I didn't check the casualties on Hungary and Romania. I know people like to know those. Hungary took 82,000, Romania took 171,000. Our casualties has ramped up a bit as well, probably involved in the Saarland defensives. We took a bit of damage there. We are at risk of being encircled if we don't deal with these guys here. But dealing with them is not a challenge, so I wouldn't call it at risk, really. Just keep marching through. Absolutely no problem. Fabulous. Hey, Victoria 2 soundtrack. Gotta love Victoria 2. It's a great game. It's a shame the warfare mechanics are less than fun, in my opinion. Okay, there goes Yugoslavia. Marvellous. This is MP and ports. Okay, I think we could afford to really quickly take out... No, I said we'd go over to the east, to the west. But I could take out Bulgaria in so few days. Let's just really quick take out Bulgaria too. Walter, if you'd like to come over here, you can have the honour of defeating Bulgaria. Rommel, I need you to head over here and prepare to invade the Netherlands. Why are you in the Eastern Army? You should be in the main one. The wrong one set up? No, there we go. Okay, this is the East. Rommel, you're switching over to the main army. And the main army is about to become an aggressive push, so let's switch it up. Cool, and we should switch who we have in charge. Because this is my main pushing lad. And the East can have this guy. Cool. Alright, everybody get into position nice and quick for war with Bulgaria. Now we do need a few infantry divisions to garrison ports. So I think Walter, I'm going to take some of yours. 1, 2, 3, 4 ports. 4 ports. Go in here. And sure, ports and military police can be under a thing together. It costs 30 to promote one of these guys, but I think I will anyway. You'll do, because you have some defense traits and you're a competent general at least. You can be the field marshal in charge. And the general in charge of ports, or at least the general in charge of the first set of ports. Sure. Someone not very good who we wouldn't want to use normally. Klug, you're not fantastic. He's an awesome general, though. Let's use this guy for the max entrenchment. Okay, your job is to hold here. I didn't garrison the ports in northern Germany. My lord. That's quite the oversight. Dooby-dooby-doo, ha ha ha, dooby-doo. Let's correct that mistake immediately. That would have been rather embarrassing. They'd launched massive naval invasion of the north. Of course, we won't need to garrison these eastern ones for long, because we're going to take Denmark's land from them. When I say Denmark's land, it's our land, really. They're just holding it for us. Dooby dooby dee, ha ha ha. If you can't really hear the music, which is plausible, because I've got it quite quiet. I'm not crazy. There's just some singing going on right now. Okay, there we go. Port's garrisoned. Let's just check the port is where I thought it was there. Yes. Good. Okay. Oil, we're still short. We can import from the Soviets, so let's do so. Soviets, produce more rubber. Right. I'm tempted to declare war immediately on these guys. We have very few infantry backing up this invasion now. But I think we'll still be fine. I suspect. Okay, means it's time... No, we're not quite finished in the Balkans, so it's not quite time to ramp up the exploitation we're doing with our military police. You could maybe fly from here and have better coverage. Let's see. Minus 26%. Minus 21%. Not quite. Okay. How goes the intercepting, by the way? Shooting down a lot of them, disrupting a lot of them. Good. We are getting a little bit of interception. War support now. Okay. Anyway, you guys prepare for the attack on Bulgaria. Just let these guys arrive, then we'll launch it. We're probably overstacked on the border here. Here, Manstein, you can go a bit north. Join your guys into Rundstedt's. And then Rundstedt's got a few spare. So actually, are any of those guys currently over here? No. So Rundstedt's spares can go to Rommel. One of these is not Rundstedt. There we go. No, but it's not Rommel I really want them on. We'll put them down here on the Maginot. That's fine. Well, on West Wall. Our side's West Wall. Get one in place. I think a tank push into the capital might crush them. They are at 100% national unity. Sorry, at stability. So probably not. Low war support though. Although once we put in the defensive war, they'll get a nice bonus from that. German military administration in Serbia. So we create Serbia. We annex the Kingdom of Yugoslavia and release Serbia. So this might be a good idea because we would get annexed on all the areas that were not Serbia, which is basically Croatia. I think it might just be Croatia. No, and Macedonia. No, Serbia has there. Yeah, but we're not going to do it. Oh, we actually get to annex them anyway. Huh. That's weird. They were in the Allies. I guess that's just a quirk of how they've handled that event chain. Split up Yugoslavia. Bypassed. Set up puppets. So we can do Fate of Yugoslavia. Don't really want to do that. I think we'll just justify on Greece, probably. Okay. War with Bulgaria real quick. And then on to France. France will probably be next episode, I suspect. You're leaving. Yes. So everyone get in position over here. Supply situation is still fine. The tanks are the really heavy supply feature. Alright, war. What is it good for? And all that jazz. They do join the Allies immediately. Let's support our tank pushes with infantry. Do a little move in the north. It's a Cav division. We can probably move against that. Slow it down. Good, moving in there. Aren't one of you meant to be moving south? Yes, good. Let's have these guys sneak in here. If you could just pin them there and you can take it in. Nice. You can crush across here. Great. Into Varna. Yeah. Honestly, when I step to them with this quality of tank, I mean, watch this. I can just melt through their entrenched positions. In flat terrain, my tanks cannot be challenged. They can, but they cannot be challenged without some stupid Soviet buff. I'm not looking forward to getting all salty about the fact that Soviets are going to get stupid buffs, but just brace yourself for that, because it will come. Okay, the Bosphorus Strait is neutral, and it's also neutral to the Allies, which means they cannot naval invade into these ports. Fantastic. Alright, 5 Panzers. I am going to rush deploy the ones of these that actually have some tanks in them. There's only 150 tanks in this one. Deploy it anyway. This one's full, just doesn't have the tank command units. So these two currently have no Panzers in them. Let's add a couple more with no Panzers in, just so they can get, 92% of their training done. Where do they go? Pardon? There they are. Let's get them in here. And have them position themselves ready for a charge. We are going to do a charge through the Ardennes, I think. It will be fairly historical push here. We're in a position to take... Yes, I think we are. Let's maneuver. Pivot all our close air support suddenly north. To the Benelux region. And go to war with Romania. Resistance occupation down in down here, but we will deal with that in a second. Modal, you can... not sure what I want you to do. I think you should just form a 4th army here in the main divisions. Or no, I know what you can do. You can stay in east, but we'll rename this to roving. Roving? Like that? Roving. Or is it just roving? It doesn't matter. We'll go like that. You can get ready to attack Denmark, which we'll probably do contemporaneously with the attack on France. Okay, everything looking pretty nice here. Let's bring these guys up. Some nice fighters can go on intercept duty. Once we take out France, we're going to seriously limit their ability to escort their fighters, which is going to make a huge difference to their ability to launch these bombing raids on central Germany. They'll still be able to send bombers. We could not risk war now. This is German territory. We demand Alsace-Lorraine. But yes, it will seriously impact their ability. The bombers will still probably be in range, some of them, but their fighters will not, so they'll struggle to escort their bombers. 2 of you go down here. Okay, but the war in the Benelux and the French campaign will be in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.